We're live. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Don's Loves Ball. I mean, I'm sick at the moment. I'm not going to speak that loud because, man's a bit sick. But you know what? I'll tell you what. Brighton 2, Manchester United 1. And yeah, I mean, I'm not really going to rage. Listen, you know what? I'm going to try and keep this really short. It's a new season, new opportunities. I did a poll on this account and I asked the people, are you optimistic? Or I asked you guys, are you optimistic about this season? And obviously, it's implicit in the fact that I'm talking about your team. So I'm not going to add that there because obviously I can only fit in certain amount of words in the poll. And there were certain Man United fans that were saying that they are positive for this season. I would just love to ask the Manchester United fans, because this is a Manchester United match reaction, by the way. I'm just doing this live. At what point are you optimistic about this season as a United fan? I know it's first season and all that stuff. I'm only optimistic about Ten Hag and only Malacia and Lisandro Martinez. Maybe Eriksen. I mean, anything else, I mean, there's the bloody twat trying to say, oh, you lost. Oh, fuck off, man. Piece of shit. But anyway, at what point do you say to yourselves as a Man United fan, are you optimistic about the season? What are you optimistic about? Okay, look, this is a match reaction, but the things that I actually want to say don't really involve the game, but I will probably put some of it here and then I will just talk about the game. You see, the thing is, we're not ready. We still have the same shit squad that finished 6th place with 58 points last season. Don't tell me about Eriksen and Lisandro Martinez. I mean, that's nitpicking now. That squad is still the same shit squad, and there's an expectation from us, the fans, that we are supposed to think that, all of a sudden, shit is just gonna, we can just take a load of shit and turn them into prime, Busquets and prime Messi and prime. At the end of the day, these players are shit. I'm not gonna rant about it. I'm not gonna go, oh my god, I'm not gonna be prime AFTV. It's facts. Like, my inbox is just full of banter. Yeah, I get it. At the end of the day, all I'd say to United fans is, what are you optimistic about? That's all I'd say to the United fans. What are you optimistic about? I'd love to know what Budge, what Zubi, what Goomba, what alcohol you're drinking, because I do not see where the optimism is coming from. Only Ten Hag. Look, on the game today, I thought we started off very slow. I think it was probably a 4 out of 10 performance. Really, it was a third performance again. But I am not saying that with disappointment or with shock. I am just saying that calmly, because what do you expect? The same squad from last season, and then all of a sudden, is it really just going to change overnight? No, it's not. I know it's first game, but it's criminal to make Ten Hag go into a season. And the thing that some United fans don't get is that, forget about our first team being shit. We don't have depth, because if McTominay, if Fred, if Maguire, if Rashford, if Sancho, if all these players play badly, or if they get injured, or if they, if something happens to them, we are picking kids. We are picking kids. That's what's gonna happen. So I can come here and say, this player's shit, that player's shit, I can do that. And actually, that's exactly what I want to do, but there's no depth. We've not backed Ten Hag properly in the window. Buying a left back and a free transfer and a centre back is not enough. When we had Ralph Rangnick saying that we should sell 8 to 10 players, which was not going to happen one summer transfer window. But the fact that there is no urgency, there is no, the whole thing of spending your whole time on one player. And look, I think Ten Hag has to take some blame in that, because I think he wants De Jong. But we've not backed this manager properly, and we don't have enough signings. We don't have enough depth. I'm not surprised by it today, really. I'm not surprised. It's the same players playing. That was under Mourinho, under Oli, and some of them under Van Gaal. I'm not surprised by this. That's why I feel I didn't really feel optimistic, especially about today. I thought Brighton, they played well. I won't say they were amazing. I think they were probably 7 out of 10 today. But it's not a shock, you know. To Man United fans who thinks this is a shock, it's not a shock. And to those fans who voted on my poll and said that they're optimistic about it, what are you optimistic about the season? I just want to know. A lot can change from today, yes, I know, but what is there that's making you optimistic about the season? Because for me, it's only a new manager. My fear is that the club thinks that they think that bringing Ten Hag in is enough. That's my fear, because with United, we know that they take ages to do deals, and it's August now. So I'm actually getting to the point where, what if we actually done our business, you know? Because I see it getting worse. I'm bored of talking about how shit McTominay and Fred are. I'm bored of talking about Maguire's not the captain and all that stuff, you know? I'm bored of all that shit. Really, I'm bored of it now. Like, it's well known that this whole squad is a load of shit. You know, they are not good at all. They should not be. It's criminal that most of that squad, you know, there's no consequences whatsoever. You could have a shit season last season. You could shit on the t-shirt. You could down tools. You could leak against the manager. You could, you know, when was the last time? Like you could do all that stuff, and yet you could still start in a new season with no consequence whatsoever, with no threat of even selling you nothing, you know. Just come back, get another chance, you know, and then the club will say to us, no, everything is all right. Rosies and flipping, you know, flying pigs and, you know, daffodils and, you know, all the positive shit I could list right now. But it's just, you know, look, first game of the season, but really, I'm not gonna say anything new. I mean, what do I expect? It's the same shit players, it's the same squad, you know. I know it's one game, but I think whether if it's Ten Hag or what, look, he's inheriting a shit squad, and even if he did some bizarre things today. Like, I think the substitutions he made, like 3 substitutions for like 2 minutes to go at the end of the game. I mean, the game's done, mate. Like, why did you make 3 substitutions in the 90th minute? Like, the game's done, you know. You should, but then again, I'm talking about subs, sorry. But then you're picking the same. You're taking players off, you know, and putting players on who are probably as shit as the players that we've taken off. You know, it's like either way, it doesn't matter, dude, because our whole squad is shit. What needs to happen is that this squad needs to be sold over the next 2 years. They need to be someone needs to make them know that there's no future with these players at all. Someone needs to say to these guys that, you know what, you can't polish a turd, because if we can polish a turd, then why would Man City spend the money that they spend on Haaland? Why would you spend the money that they spend on Koulibaly, Chelsea? I actually wanted Koulibaly at United like 3 years ago. Why would you spend the money on Darwin Núñez? Why would you spend copious amounts of money on players if you could just, you know, get by with what you got? Because that's exactly that's what it looks like to me, you know. It's like United are just saying, yo, Ten Hag is a good coach, so therefore he could just make these players who were trash last year good, which is not going to happen. Which is what I fear is what they're trying to do. They're trying to make us believe that these players are actually good. So yeah, I mean, I don't even know if this is a match reaction or what, but from the match, it was a 4 out of 10 performance. It was flat from the first minute until we had loads of possession. I mean, that's one thing I would say. Like, Ten Hag does want loads of possession, but at the end of the day, it's what you do with it that matters, and we did fuck all with it. Brighton had more shots than us, and we had loads of the ball, but again, my big issue is that we do too many long balls. We cannot take care of the ball. I think some of these players are still under the Oli way, where they just, you know, it's all about vibes and inshallah football. We're not playing vibes and inshallah football. We want to play a high line. We want possession. We want, you know, triangles in the box. That's what Ten Hag, you know, that's how Ten Hag wants to play football. Obviously, I've gotten everything wrong there, but like, well, not everything, some things wrong there, but that's how he wants to play football. He wants to play high possession, you know, not doing too many long balls and Hollywood passes. And we want to keep that line up very high. But we did some of that today. But what Ten Hag learned, and what I've always known all along, is that these players, they just can't do it. They just cannot do it. It's not even a shock to me. It's just, they're just not good enough. I don't want to hear this. Oh, it's only first game, whatever. Yeah, it's the first game, but deep down inside, I know that this squad is not good enough. Again, I said this on this account. I would sell Scott McTominay for a packet of biltong, and I got slated on Twitter by some Scott McTominay fan brigade. There actually is a fan brigade. I'm surprised by that. I got slated by them for saying that I would sell him for a packet of biltong. Some of those people don't even know what biltong is because they live in the UK. But I would definitely sell him. I'm actually questioning. Look, and it's not only him today, it's everyone. But I am questioning, how the hell is he getting picked for United consistently? How? Like, I need someone to make me understand. What is it? What is it? Like, how does he start? Eriksen, we didn't get him involved in the game. Rashford missed a bloody sitter, Rashford should have freaking scored that sitter, man. He was right there. He should have bloody gotten on target, even though it was offside. Sancho, we couldn't get him in the game. Bruno doing Hollywood passes. I mean, I cannot live in a football world where we're going to start Maguire consistently over Varane. If that's going to be our season, then I think we're screwed. Dalot, I mean, I'll probably give him a 5 out of 10. I mean, look, I'm not going to do player ratings yet. I said I was going to keep this short. I think I'll probably... I actually wanted to do a video where I just rant about United and their problems, because there's so much to tell you guys. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. The things I found out last week, God, I actually puked, and I literally did puke because I have flu. So, but yeah, way to go. First game of the season, cop an L. I'm supposed to smoke L's, not take L's. And by the way, I don't smoke. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Gonna watch Man City and West Ham now. But yeah, taking an L in the first season. Wow. Anyway, cheers.